Sigh. Everything begins with a sigh. Sigh. I've been real lazy lately. Haven't been doing this. I am late. Trying to catch up. Trying to stay on top of things. Trying to do the to myself. It's a lot. Doesn't look like much, but it takes its toll. It takes its toll. I'm exhausted, everybody. But that's because I'm also, living life outside of this. I don't know if that ever translates the same. Lost in Landstration. An autobiography by Timothy Hearn. Didn't make much sense when I first read it, but the second and third time, I started to understand some things. You want a bedtime story? Alright, here's a bedtime story. For all you sleepy kittens out there trying to fall asleep. Once upon a time, there was a king named Thaddeus. And Thaddeus was the fattiest king in all the land. He was called Thaddeus the Fattiest. And all of the subjects from around the land came to see Thaddeus, because he was so fat. They laughed and laughed at Thaddeus because of his large size. And Thaddeus was always sad. He looked down on all of his subjects whom he loved and felt for and wanted to be best, and thought, I don't know why they don't like me, said Thaddeus. Thaddeus' wife came in. Her name was Sadius. Thaddeus was the fattiest, and Sadius, well, you get it. Thaddeus cried, and Thaddeus said, My darling, why are you crying? She said, Oh, Thaddeus, it's because none of your subjects love you for who you are. Thaddeus said, Well, that is true, my wife, but I can still do good, and I can still change the town, and one day, maybe one day they'll look past my fattiest exterior and see the true Thaddeus that lies beneath the fattiest. Thaddeus exclaimed, Oh, but what if that never comes? What if that day never happens? Thaddeus thought for a moment. Well, how can I make it happen? What could I say to the people, my subjects, to show them that I'm more than just my fattiest exterior? I'm a benevolent and humble and loving king. Thaddeus wailed again. Oh, Thaddeus. Oh, Thaddeus. I'd love for that to happen, but never, people never change. Thaddeus said, Well, darling, I don't know if that's true. I've changed. Look at me. I am so large. This took me a long time, darling. Oh, yes, Thaddeus, but it's different. I don't know that, darling. I don't know if it's different. And I'm going to talk to my subjects now. And there's nothing you can say to stop me. Oh, but Thaddeus, please. What if they're mean to you and they don't like what you have to say? Well, darling, I'll get over it. And you know what's something, Thaddeus? You will too. Thaddeus walked out of the room with a saunter-like respect that no one could ever replicate. Thaddeus wailed and fell to the floor and began crying a pool of tears. The pool soaked up all of her clothes, and she was drenched from head to toe. Thaddeus went to his subjects, raised his hands, and they all got quiet for a moment, amidst the laughter, of course. One child wailed out, Hey, Thaddeus, want us to bring you some more food? Oh, children, the cruel words hurt deeper than knives of 1,000 gods, Thaddeus thought to himself. But then he mustered up all the courage he had, and he spoke. And he spoke like a true king. He said, People, listen to me. I am not just my looks and my exterior, I am more. The people said, Why is he using that strange voice? I am a king who's taking care of you and has shown you what love is and has taken care of your farms and your stocks and your growth. I believe in this town. Another one exclaimed, Seriously, why is he talking like that? I believe in you as my subjects, and I believe that looks mean nothing, and judgment should be based on character rather than fat. It was quiet across the crowd. No one spoke. Looking around, noticing the flies above each other's heads, they thought to themselves, I wonder why he said something like that, and I wonder how it affects me. It was quiet for what felt like forever. And a tiny child rose from the crowd and said, I don't hate you. And with that, the whole crowd cheered, and they raised their hands and they clapped to the king. And out of the back, Thaddeus came crying, holding a dagger. And she said, No, I will not let them make fun of you again. What Thaddeus thought was boos and mean sayings and rants were actually applause. But she did not hear it, and she raised the dagger and stabbed her own chest. Thaddeus held his wife in his big, fat arms and nestled her head into his boobies. And Thaddeus died in his arms while crying tears that soaked up his clothes as well. And Thaddeus died together because Thaddeus suffered a heart attack from his eating lifestyle. But all the subjects in all the land saw this act between the lovers and changed their thinking and began to love, not based on looks, but on character. Good night, my sweet child.